Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Racing with the Reverend. I am Reverend Bogey. Today we're doing 13 laps around Sebring. I haven't raced here at Sebring in a while, so my strategy I'm not really sure of. We're starting in 9th. We're on medium tires. Lots of people started on hards. We're heading into turn 1, and we're hoping for no shenanigans. No. A little bit of bumping there, that's fine. A little bump's not a big deal. We're still holding 9th. We're heading into turn 2. We're gonna stay a little wide here and hope and pray, and no. Thank you, Red Bull Audi. And we got knocked around really good and lost, looks like 4 positions. Lanny Bryn is on our outside, and we'll get that position for a second. Yeah, so that's a typical Sebring start. A little rub in turn 1, and then let's all bounce off each other through turns 2 and 3 and 4. So I give this Red Bull a little nudge. No, buddy, we're done with you. So he is the one that took me out, and he is the one that pays the revenge price, and I get a 2-second and a well-deserved penalty. But I'm not sorry about that one. I mean, I'm kind of sorry. I kind of wrecked his race a little bit, but dude took me out and then tried to take me out again and tried to take me out again. 3 times in the first half of the lap is not cool. So I apologize, but that's just not cool, dude. Not at all. So we're going to start heading toward the back straight. We go inside here on Lanny Bryn. We're going to give P-Speed a little bit of room. Maybe it was P-Speed that got me. I don't know. Red Bull drivers just go all over the place. P-Speed is really bad out of that corner, and we rear end him and wreck ourselves. So I'm sure that's a great laugh to everybody behind me, and a little bit of irony to myself. So it's dropped us all the way back to 16th, and, you know, good job on me. So I'm going to take the blame on both of the accidents, the one that I caused and the one that I just did to myself. But we're back up to 13th because people keep whacking walls, so I'm feeling pretty good. Komodo Cypher is on our trumpet. Boogeyman is in front, and we are starting our second lap. Finally, it took 2.5 minutes to take that lap. That's ridiculous. But, you know, we got knocked around a little bit, and I am taking my share of the blame for the turn of Nunes Hamid and for my stupidity coming out of the last corner before going on to the back straight. So we're heading down now the middle straight, going to the hairpin. I usually brake just before the 300 mark. It gets me slowed down enough for the corner and slowed down enough where I can start accelerating right after turning in, which is important depending on your style of racing. That's my style of racing, and I'm sticking to it. So we're heading now. We've gone through another straight. We're heading into this next hairpin, also braking at about 300, so it's kind of the same deal there. This place I kind of like passing in because people really over brake for this corner. As Boogeyman just demonstrated there, we'll swing way wide so we don't cause a wreck with Boogeyman. And we take the position going into these high-speed corners here. Here's a 3rd gear corner. I brake really early for this still, and I just can't figure that corner out, is my problem. I've had problems figuring that series of corners I've just had problems with since the track got added to the game, probably close to 2 years ago now. But I just always have a problem there, so bear with me on that corner. We head into the final turn for lap 2. Josedra is a second and a half in front. We're trying to pull away from Boogeyman. This will be an extremely much faster lap at 2:16.6 as we head into turn 1 for lap 3. We're kind of holding station here. Rob of Hull is way ahead, and that's not one I'm too concerned with as we go into turn 2. There's 3, and now 4. These are third gear corners for me. I don't know if you guys do those in third gear. I've always done them in third gear, and it just feels right. Second gear kind of sounds like I'm about to blow the engine, so I don't do it. So I usually take that in third. That one we broke a little early, but I don't trust that guy coming out of the grass. Oh, it's Lanny Bryn. World's most expensive lawnmower. Landscaping is a good job, but not when you're in a $300,000 car. Josedra goes a little wide there. That allows us to come out of that corner and start picking up some distance on him. We're pulling away from Boogeyman now, so that's good. And now we're starting to make some real ground up on Josedra. And we can see that getting into the top 10 will be most possible here. Again, here's the trouble corners. I really would love to figure these out because I'm sure I could shave another half second off my lap just through these corners. But Josedra went wide again, so we get a chance to get in the draft. And now, and there goes Narves Red. We'll probably see him in another video, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna not challenge Josedra there. We're gonna let him go. That's the smart move. Don't put yourself in trouble when there's no way you're gonna make the pass. I was not putting myself in trouble because there was no way I was making that pass. So now we're through lap 2 or lap 3 or in lap 4 now. We are going to make an attempted pass here. Josedra respects the space, so good on Josedra there. And we get that position as we head into turn 2. And Josedra knocks the back end of my car off. And now we lose 2 positions. You know, you try and race clean, and you do your best to do it, and then you get one of those. I'm okay though. We're still in the top 10, but now we got to deal with Narves Red. And Mac Miller quit, so that's up to him. I have spoken on this before. When you're in a half-hour race, don't quit so early. You've got so much time to make up positions in a half-hour race, and really, I think the half-hour race shows, well, one, it shows the gaps in talent, and my talent today is not very good, but it shows you what you can do if you stick it out. So now we're getting up on Narves Red. We're going to brake a little early because I expect him to brake a little early because I've never raced with Narves Red before. So we're just kind of feeling that out. He gets a better exit out of that corner coming down this straight, the final straight. And we're going to stay in his draft, see what we can do coming out of the final corner again. And hopefully we can stay there. We're going to gain a little ground here because I'm taking this corner a little better. This Honda really handles really well. I do like the handling on the Honda. It's good. It's not the fastest car out here, but the handling is superb. So now we're going into 1. Narves Red is in front of us. We're going to try and hope that he makes a mistake. because this isn't really a good area to try and pass people until you get down to the hairpin. So we're gonna take it nice and easy through here. And we're gonna stay on them. There's another car ahead of us in 7th. That'll be our next one, but we are on NARS Red. Let's see what happens. We're on his tail, he's moving over. We move over, he moves over. This is blocking. And then he moves over a little bit under braking. I tag his rear end. No penalty there, but dude is blocking. And now we've got to deal with a whole new set of variables because of the blocking. So we come out of the hairpin, we're gonna haul ass to the next one. He goes inside to defend, starts moving outside. I got there before he could, but he decided to bump me. And now we're back behind NARS Red again. See, I told you we'd see him. Not in a happy way. Now NARS Red runs a little wide, gets a little squiggly, so we're going to try and go outside here. We do have the speed, but he keeps moving out there. And now bumps. And now bumps again and takes us out. Wow. This has not been the cleanest race in the world to start. And we are over a third of the way in. And it's not getting any better, kids. Rob of Hull has gone to the pits. See, it would have been nice if there might have been a chance I could have been somewhere near Rob's of Hull. But no. Venom is now taking the lead. We're back behind Boogeyman again. And we're seeing red. And that's not a good thing when you're in a car. You don't want to do that. Boogeyman's going in. Probably was on soft tires. You can barely get those to go 5. So that's probably a good move. He's now not behind us. He was in the pits. That one Texas kid is. Minor tire wear just clipped coming out of turn 1. So now we're going into 2. We're coming back to Josedra. I hope that NARS Red got a penalty for taking us out earlier, because if he didn't, I'm going to be unhappy. Again, I have no idea what happened in this race. I know where I finished. I know when I pitted because we had it all the cuts, but I'm watching this the same as you. First time I'm watching. So even though I lived this race, I try and forget them so that I try to forget them. But I remembered NARS Red, but I thought it was from another race, not this one. So anyway, we're heading into the back portion of Sebring. This track is big time history. This is considered one of the big 3 of the endurance races between Le Mans, Daytona, and Sebring. It's run on an old airfield. It's very, very, very bumpy. IndyCar tests here. Obviously, the endurance races are here. They run all sorts of different series here. And the airport is actually, there's a new airstrip, I believe, off to the straightaway that we're coming up on as we're still trying to get around Josedra again and getting held up. So we're going to try it again coming down here. I've never been to Sebring. I don't know if I consider this a bucket list track. But it's pretty cool. I like how it moves. It's so bumpy. IndyCar testing almost breaks those cars in half, and we're heading into the pits. So, if you are enjoying this video as much as I am, please give it a like. If you want to watch more, give me a subscribe. Comment down below, but please, let's keep the comments clean and on topic. So we lost a couple positions pitting. We're now back behind Ninja de Marfil. I'm not sure what that means, but he's a ninja driving a Hyundai Veloster, as Flash Motorsport calls it the fart can. But we're gonna go outside of the Hyundai. I actually like that car because in this view, you can't hear your engine around other cars except for the Veloster. Ninja, wow, cut that corner. I thought I gave Ninja plenty of room there. Interesting. But we get back up inside the top 10, so we're 9th now, and we're coming up on El Demonio. We have a Ninja and a Demon. El Demonio. Not sure if that's a word. Anyone that speaks Spanish, please let me know. So we're heading, now we're coming up to the, coming near to the trouble section. I love taking this corner. I sometimes pick up some good time on people because some people don't take it very well. And that's one of my favorite corners on the track. We're heading now into the trouble corners. So El Demonio may get some, yeah, he's picking up time. Nunes Himilda is gone into the pits. And so we may see Nunes Himilda again. Right now we're just concentrating on getting a good lap in. Mikey has taken the lead. He's on hard tires because soft tires do not last 8 laps here. They don't. I've tried. We're gonna get 7 laps out of these hard tires. Oh, El Demonio clips the inside wall and gets yeeted all the way to the outside. That's what you kids say nowadays, right? Yeet. Anyway, that one Texas kid is in the pits and is rolling, but we will get one Texas kid. And now we've got Scunny Fan ahead, way ahead, by the way. This is what these wrecks can do to your race, unfortunately. You know, you can run the fastest laps and be smooth and keep your rhythm, which, you know, I try and do, but when you're getting knocked around midfield, it's just really, really difficult to make up that time. But damn it, we're gonna try. So we're 17 and a half seconds behind Scotty Fan, and so maybe we'll talk about Forza Horizon 6, which I promised in the last video. I think I said in the last video I'm not a big fan of the game, and after playing it yesterday, I'm still not really a big fan of the game. I like open world games, don't get me wrong, but this is Grand Theft Auto without the fun. And I think we all know what I mean by the fun, because we expect things out of Grand Theft Auto, you know, of the bad guy variety, lots of law breaking. Kids don't do that stuff in real life. But, you know, Forza Horizon is open world, but what are you doing? You're driving around, okay, and you're running races, mostly AI races, which, you know, is what I expected out of that game, and that's fine. You can race online. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, there's tires all over the place. Stewards, please pick up the tires. And we moved into 6th place, passing Boogeyman and another person that pitted. And so now we're in 6th. Okay, well that's better. And we're gaining on Mikey, who was also in the pits. Anyway, I know I don't take that game serious because I play music. Any racing game where you're playing music, you're not taking that game as a racing game. You're taking it as an arcade game. You're playing Outrun. Google that, kids. You'll understand what that is. Or maybe you'll understand Need for Speed. That's probably more what I'm looking for. Because I tried to play that game and I uninstalled it in 20 minutes. That game was terrible. you know, the handling is arcadey. The AI is arcadey. They don't corner. They're not, and this is hard to say, it's not as smart as the AI here in Forza Motorsport. Because I've done some single player on this game, and it's not great either. But the AI on this is better than the avatars on Horizon. At least that's my experience. And I've had the difficulty of they just don't take certain corners very well. I think it gets confused, like a Waymo heading toward a flooded road, or a Waymo heading on southbound 35, or heading north on southbound 35's access road here in Texas, up in Austin. That actually did happen. So it's not my cup of tea. It's obviously a lot of people's cup of tea, though, because I saw the Steam numbers are outrageous for the number of people playing this game. I don't know how many of us are playing it on the console, and I'll continue playing it because I need a game to play when there's short races. But it's just, it's not my thing. And I'm trying. The cars break away too easy. It's way drift heavy, and kids, drifting is not racing, just to let you know. You can slide, but this stuff throwing your car out in the back end and saying, ooh, look at me go, and this is a form of racing, it's not. It's not. You're doing gymnastics in a car. Gymnastics is great, but you're being judged. You're not racing anybody when you're doing drifting. You're being judged on the drift. And that's fine if that's that's your thing, that's great. It's not racing. That's my thing. You're not passing people. You're not trying to out-strategize. You're not, worried about what your tires are going to do, which you really don't do on this game. But you get my point. The point is that you're not, all you're doing is throwing your car out there and sliding it around, which takes a great amount of skill. I understand that. But it's not racing. And you need to understand that, I think. But anyway, I got off tangent. Because we're still 6.5 seconds behind the guy in fifth, and we're not making any inroads. The music's pretty cool. You got your variety of radio stations. The cars are the cars. I don't feel the need to collect. I'm not a completist when it comes to games. So I don't find the need to find everything, although I'm having fun listening to the mascots, their little squeaky giggle every time I hit them. I get why people like the game. It's just not, again, it's not my cup of tea. So go ahead and play it. I'm going to be playing it. So if you see me on there, ooh, pit stop. We just moved into fifth. Oh my. I guess that's Guy or Gia. Just went into the pits, and now we are comfortably in fifth place, heading into lap 11. We still got some fuel left, so we're good. So excellent. So yeah, I will be on Horizon 6 because I need a game to play, and so I'll be on there. So if you see me, give me a wave, or whatever other hand signal you want to give me for blasting the game. But again, it's my opinion. Everybody has an opinion. But as someone used to say, yours is wrong. It's not wrong. Someone just used to say it. My other favorite was always, that's my opinion, up yours, that Cookie Chainsaw Randolph, formerly of the DSC show on 101 KGB FM in San Diego. He used to say that. He was their sports guy. Loved Cookie. Loved that show in general. I remember when KGB hired them. I was in college, just beginning my own DJing run, and their first day, probably their first 3 or 4 days, I'm like, what the hell is this? And they were playing a lot of music, and this was back, in the late 80s, beginning of 90s. And so the morning shows then were different. I mean, you had Howard Stern, that scumbag. He really is a piece. But you had Stern, and you had, oh God, who were the guys up in LA? I can't remember their names now, but I'm sure I will later. And they were good, but they weren't national. Stern was somewhat national then, mostly on the East Coast. You could get them on an LA station out in Los Angeles. I think he was on one of the rock stations. But dude was just. So anyway, DSC, that was when I was in college, and they grew to be the best morning show, I think, in the entire country. And I've heard a lot of them, living, in San Diego and going through LA, traveling Phoenix, out here in Texas, up in the Midwest, which had a really good morning show. Bob and Tom, they had a good morning show up there that was regional, that I really enjoyed, and they were good. But and out in Florida too. I was in Tampa, St. Pete for a while, but none of them touched DSC. And if you want to see the pure genius that Dave Shelley and Chainsaw were, formerly the Dawn Patrol. If you go on YouTube, look up April Fool's Day prank KGB, and that should pull up the greatest April Fool's Day prank ever. And spoiler, it's hilarious and caused a massive traffic jam near a regional airport in San Diego, and it was awesome. I couldn't believe how many people fell for it. I got a great laugh out of it. I thought it was so funny when they did that. I think I was working in a pharmacy at that time, and I was trying to figure out, why is there so much traffic over here? And it turned out that Dave Shelley and Chainsaw played their greatest prank ever. So I'd look that up. It's frickin' funny. The mayhem they caused. They really toned them down after that one, but that was great. So we started the last lap. We're heading 2, 3. Here's turn 4. We've run a 2:16.3. That's our fast lap as we head into turn 5 and go down this straightaway. Foot down on the floor. I didn't even bother checking my tire wear. I am still on the first screen of the telemetry. We head into this hairpin turn 6 now at 7 and 8. I'm assuming these are the turn numbers anyway. Sometimes they don't label them as turns. Here's 9. So we're heading into 10 now. I'll check the map out. We're taking it easy now. We've got plenty of space between Josedra and myself and Mikey. So this is a top 5 for us, and that makes me pretty okay considered, except for that Nunez is going to win the race. I'm not really happy with the treatment we got from him turns 2 and 3 on the opening lap. If that was him. And if it wasn't, I'm sorry, I spun you, and good job coming back. but I kept getting hit, and I probably lost about 35 seconds in my own accident. So, but that's okay. It's okay. It's cool. We're good. We're heading into the last corners now. I believe this is 17, and we're coming up the front straight, past the pits. We're going to swing to the inside because we're happy at 5th. We're going to say hi to our pit crew, and a 5th place finish is underway. Good job. That's pretty good considering where we were before. So 5th place, looks like 5th, 6th fastest lap, so we weren't fast, but we'll take it. So if you like the video, please give me a like and a subscribe. Comment down below if you want, and I hope you did like it, and we'll see you next time on Racing with